All right, let's take a look at the trades that were available today on the ES and crude. So, what happened here? This was in the ES in the morning. All right. So this is too early in the morning, so you want to wait until the open, or at least a little bit after it. But there was a little buy here. It was a little too early, and you know what happens, right? In the morning open, they take out both sides, so you just have to wait until after the open. So they take it out, then they buy here, and then you had a little buying pop. So I mean, this was it wasn't the greatest trade, but it was something. All right, so this was the buying wave, hold back test, and go. Now you might be saying, oh, it's a little move and this that, but the amount of certainty is very high. And there's a reason, because you cannot see it on the wave chart. That's the first thing. You just can't see it on the wave chart. But the amount of certainty I had here, extremely high. And the reason is really straightforward. I know it's a little pop, but I mean, the ranges are small. What are you going to do? Right? So you just have to know, that when it goes to a certain level, just get out. So what was the reasoning for it? Very high certainty was these guys were buying right here. So when it rallied, the chances of the pullback holding are extremely high. This is accumulation. And it is proven by that buying wave, which then tested and then jumped up. And then over here just couldn't get past. But I mean, it's like this is like a 4-to-1 move, by the way. I know it looks small, but if you know how to trade it, it's a 4-to-1. It's more than 3-to-1. I think it was almost 4-to-1. Anyway, after that, it just fell apart. And now it's coming back. They're taking out the lows and then going back up. So it's like reaccumulation. Here's the break. Here's all of that other stuff. Anyway, so that's done. Done with the ES. Now let's take a look at crude. So there was a sell trade and a buy trade. The sell was way too early in the morning, so can't really take it. But here's the selling trade. There's the selling, and then they went up here, up thrusted, and then boom, right there. This wave, it's like the biggest selling wave in 10 waves, right? So, I mean, and then it just comes back and has no follow through, and then this big thrust down, it's no brainer, it's going to go down. Here, the buying was initiated right here. How you know it's the biggest buying wave in 20 waves. All right, from a low, this is what happens, shakeout, boom, up. But this something wasn't right. And what wasn't right was, you see the 1, 2, 3, all of this, these lows, something's off here. So this trade can't really do anything about, because it rallied, pulled back, and they're just holding. And then, I mean, they're not going to let the buyers go. So over here, you have 4,900 and 4,400, and it broke. So they're basically absorbing and distributing in this area. So then it broke and redistributing where? Right here. And it breaks, continue to go lower, right? So you can see the redistribution. Just continue to go a little bit lower. And now we'll see if they're able to come back in, because this is a demand zone here. So I'm not going to trade right now, obviously, but you can see from this wave the buying is buying. Probably I'll just wait till tomorrow, but that's the story. So this, if things were you know, this thing wasn't here, all this overhead resistance, I would have had a shot. And also one more thing, if it didn't do that higher high and get out of the range, meaning if it pulled back and normal bull flag type of pullback, it would have had a high probability because the buyers, either they short covered or bought right here. That's the biggest bar in 100 bars. You see this? Here you have 4,200 and 5,300. Boom, goes up. But when it pulls back, it tried to hold the 4,100 right here. Hold, until these sellers said, you know what? We're going to break it. We're going to take out these lows. That's what they did. All right, so sometimes, I mean, it's not going to work all the time. You just have to be ready and know when something weird is going on, like this. Test, retest, still not going. What's going on? You know? So that's fine. I mean, this overhead became a distribution area. And the other thing you have to note is the position on the daily. Take a look at this. They are retesting the upthrust area. This right here is the upthrust, and this is where we're at. So this is a bad situation. If your bullet did this, looks like a bad situation, because this is, if there, you know, this is a very good place to sell. Very good place to sell. Upthrust, re-upthrust again here into the prior upthrust. It should go down at least this much. Like, so anyway, it's a tough situation for the bulls because of that daily pressure coming from this area. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.